Oh man, I totally messed this thing all up. I did do the media intro, so I'm gonna have to do that now. And I'm a little rusty on this.
La-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. The cuffs are off, man.
Hey everybody, Adam Rank here.
What's up, friends? Daniel Dopp here from the Fantasy Focused Football Podcast over on ESPN.
It's Fabs here, Michael Fabiano from Sports Illustrated.
You know who you can trust? If you've got some questions about your fantasy squad,
Want to check out a cool show on YouTube that'll help you get ready for the fantasy football season?
check out the Get Right Fantasy Network.
Check out the Get Right Fantasy Network. If you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? You want to lose your league?
Head on over to YouTube. Check out the Get Right Fantasy Network because they're doing everything they can to make you a better fantasy player.
You got to get right with the Get Right Fantasy Network.
So go and roll your sleeves up. Yeah, go and roll your sleeves up. And I'm getting down cause I roll my sleeves up. And I'm getting right cause I roll my sleeves up. And I'm getting down cause I roll my sleeves up. And I'm getting right cause I get.
What up? What up? What up, world? We're back. This is Get Right Fantasy Network. This is your boy FishnFrank here, riding solo today. Was gonna do the mock draft tournament that we have going on right now, but we have a special show for you tonight as we got some of the guys that are in part of Get Right Fantasy doing a live auction draft. So without further ado, let me throw that up on the screen here. Get that going for you guys to check out here. They are in the draft right now. This actually started at 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, I'm still at work, so people got to pay bills around here. So I'm just here now. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. We got NYG guy 95 here. It's got $135 left. He's maxing out here, or $158 here. He's ended up with Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs here, James Cook, CJ Stroud. Nice little start here. And I think these guys are bidding. He's at $27. I'm not sure. I can't see the player that they're actually bidding on. Got to see if we could get some of that going here. You got this Phil Ruskin right here. He's got Herbert, Bucky Irving, the Sun God Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Lad McConkey. We also have here Rafi Baum, a regular of the show here. Kendall's over here at the end at the 12th spot. He's got Drake May, Omarion Hampton, BTJ, and Pat Mahomes over here. So yeah, they're drafting. I've never done a live auction draft. I gotta admit, that's a new thing for me. But you got to go through and see what's going on. Oh, look, Anthony's up. What's up with it? What up there, Ant? Good having you on the show here. He's streaming. But need your vote on the Get Right Fantasy Dynasty League to rule change. Open up the league and vote. Oh, yeah, I got to put that on. Yeah, I'll take care of that. We're voting on our league right now. So let me take care of that real quick while we're on the show. What's up, guys? Anybody here ever do a live auction draft? You guys are into live auction drafts? Yeah, what's your thoughts on those things? I've never tried one. I'd like to try one maybe. The one time I did do it, I had no idea what I was doing. I think I blew my wad early and ended up with only a couple players and basically had to piecemeal the rest of the players. And I think the league even didn't have dollar bids or $0 bids. So I was pretty stuck in that league. I think you should need to always have a $0 bid, so you could if you do run out of money, you could still do waiver wire pickups and whatnot. Things happen, right? So you got to be able to do it that way. You got to get some flexibility in there. I was also trying to put up tonight's sleeper qualifier here. It's Wednesday. Let me see if I can get that draft up as well, because I did get a draft up, and that one didn't seem to be the correct one, unless these guys already drafted super fast. But this one looks like one that I've already looked at. Yeah, this is a familiar draft right here. Let me see if I can get a new one pulled up. If not, it's the wrong draft. I got the wrong draft link in there. Yeah, this is the wrong draft link in there. Let me see the next one here. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. That's whatever that's going on right there. It's the wrong one. I might have to go into the chat here and pull up the correct link. Yeah, I don't have to go in there. First things first, Anthony asked me to get in there. One of the things that I've done is do a guillotine league last year. We're restarting that league this year, and I loved it. I don't know if you guys have ever done the guillotine league. You should definitely try one out. Super fun. The way it works basically is you have your 18 teams draft. I mean, it's super deep, right? So you play every week. Week one, the lowest man on the totem pole of scoring gets booted from the league. That's the guillotine. He gets chopped right then. All his players then go on the waiver wire, and that's when you're bidding on those players on the waiver wire. So you're using your fab to pick up those players. That part I did like. That was an interesting way to use fab. It's very useful. You're not just picking up these guys that are out there randomly that, somebody got injured and you have, that's the next man up. So you're picking up that waiver wire, or somebody's hot. You're picking up actual worthwhile players that somebody drafted as their, starting lineup, right? So every week you get a fresh new set of people that got drafted, got dropped, and they're picking them up, So I'm trying to find this request here. How many? Okay, here it is. We got new payoff structure. I'll go with that. How many auto subs you should have? 2. And that's there you go. When you reach off season weekly Wednesday waiver wire. What? When you off season weekly Wednesday wire when processing. Midnight to 3 a.m. or 1 p.m. to current. Let's do it at night. I don't know. I'm not even sure what that means. I'm not even sure about the last one. I want to keep it the way it is, I guess. I don't know. The midnight drafting. Anthony does like it. He says, I love me live auctions. Man, they are fun, but a ton of strategy, but got to read the room for sure. Yeah, I mean, you got to know who you're drafting with, who they like to have, what are their preferences. And yeah, so you got to keep an eye on that. You're in the correct draft? Yeah, I'm in the correct draft for this live auction. What I'm not in is in our mock draft tournament. So I wanted to, kind of switch between both of them, because both of them are happening concurrently right now. And unfortunately, I get off work late and get home here as soon as I can, possibly to, be on the show with you guys here. So I need to get that one going also as well. Let me get logged in here and be able to find the other app, the other stream that's going on, and maybe bounce between both of them here and see what's going on for you guys. Let's see. Week 3. Here we go. Week 3, Wednesday. Oh, there we go. That's another one going on right now. Let me share this tab instead. There's one of our, mock drafts happening right now. This is the mock draft tournament time. So most of you guys know that, we're doing the mock draft tournament. Here's who we have going on. You got Mansoor, Nader, Penny, Aiden, Spitta here, Heat, O-Drive, Neanderthal Ball, still trying to get in there. Doc's been throwing up some really nice drafts. Oh, unfortunately, Boomer's on auto. Hopefully he gets back in there. Pillsbury Throwboy is back. Nice. I like to see him. Breaking Ball, always been drafting. Excellent drafter right there. And NYC Joker putting in some good numbers as well. Those guys are coming up right here. Let me go back over here, and we'll check back into the live auction draft here. Yeah, these these things are very interesting. I wish I knew more about how it works better, because I'm really not that good at it. I got to be honest. I'm getting into more different types of leagues. I guess I'm really, really OG about that. I like the old settings basically, but from what I can see here, these guys are maxing out on some of the bids here. I don't see where the bids are actually happening though. There's Rafi Bomb at $24, bidding for somebody here. Not sure who he's bidding on though. Unfortunately, I don't get to see who they're put up for the draft. Who the player that they're bidding on is. And $26 he's going on Adam C here. And a lot of these guys are listeners. They got into this draft. So we we have a listeners league that we'll be doing. We just turned one into an OG listeners league because these guys just wanted to run it back again. So why not? Let's run it up again. Let's get some of that going. So I only needed to vote for the auto subs. One of the others is already decided. Oh, well, I guess apparently it's out of my control either way, but I did the auto sub. I chose 2, Anthony. I think that's more than enough. Beyond that, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your team that you need 3 guys to be drafted. You need to be paying attention to your team at that point. If you got that many players in or out or whatever. But it's a nice feature to have so that if you are not around or whatever, you could actually get them in there so that your team could still function normally. So you have a player in there scoring for you because of late second sit out. You know what I mean? Like these guys that are injured or whatnot. That you could get a sub in without having you to sub them in if you're not available in the morning, or something like that. So it's always good. He's asking. He's like, I just posted a new one. I got to vote on something else. This guy's just voting a mecca here. So yeah, you guys got any questions? Any new news going on out there in the fantasy world? Anybody has strategy? What's your strategy for a live auction draft? Let me know what you guys are thinking here. Let me take a look because he's having me look at the stuff all over again. Give me 1 second. Gotta get one more look in here. Yeah, sometimes I get so many messages, I don't read them all. I get to the late. How many other subs do you prefer? Oh, we just did that. I prefer 2. That's 75%. Tycoons, I had faith in Frank. The tie was going to be fun. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't tie it up. So it's a 2. Yeah, it's funny. These guys are awesome, man. I just have such a great time being in these leagues with a lot of the listeners or the guys here at the Get Right Fantasy Network. You can't get a better bunch of guys here. Anthony is kind of back. He's basically helping in the background right now. And you got to get some things in. Yeah, it's that time of year if we get the rule changes and things like that. Thanks for reminding me. In one of our home leagues, I forgot what it was. What feature I was gonna fix this year. I forgot what it was. I got to go through and look through the settings again because there's something that I've been wanting to fix. I did fix the scoring on the kickers. We were running a kicker premium league, so kickers, matter also. Anthony hates it. He hates our kickers. He would prefer no defense, no kickers, like many of these leagues that we're drafting. We don't do any kickers or defenses. But we're OG. We've actually overwrapped the kickers last year. They were scoring ridiculous amounts of points. Now I've toned it down just so they have 1 extra point for kicking a 50-plus yarder, and that's it. Everything else is normal scoring, nothing crazy. But we do give them a little bump so that they matter some. And these guys are now been another guy. It's $3, $10, goes to $11. Can I hear 20? Can I get a 20? It's a 13. I feel like I should be an auctioneer. 14, 15, 16. Let's see who actually drops in. 17. I'm curious to see what player this is. It's going up to 18. There's a bid for 19. 20. There we go. We got to 20. 21. Can we get to 25? Oh, there's the 25. 26. This is fun. I can see how this, I could just be the announcer for that part of it. Gonna get 30. Let's go for 30. At 28, 29, 30, 30. 30 it is. 31. Anybody? 31? 5 seconds. Oh, there we go. 31. I don't think you're going to get to 35. I don't know who this player it is, but that seems like a lot of money, a lot of fab going out. 31 going once, going twice. Sold. Who did you get? Tedero McMillan, I think he just ended up with. Yeah, he just gobbled it right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got to pay attention to who actually drops into their queue after that. I think Tedero McMillan is a nice fantasy option that people are looking at this year. He's call him Tet now. Now he's going by T-Mac, but hey, let's go. We got a new guy that they're bidding on, and we're at $4, $12. That's a quick jump. Let's get it up there. 20. Let's go. 20 from Kendall, 21 from Adam. Can we get to 25 on this one? There we go. Kendall's right up to 25 already. 28. There we go. We're gonna get to 30. $30 it is from Kendall. He likes this guy. Let's see who he drops in. $33 from Adam. He's spending his money. $35 here from Kendall. He's not going to let him go cheap. I don't think he's going to hit 40. That's a lot. 36. He's just going one up. Come on. One up. Come on, Kendall. You got it. 37. Let's get 37 once. 37 going twice. $36. Romo Doomsday for 36. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would spend that much money on that dude. Is that the average that these players go for? I don't know. We got $1. They're bidding up on that other guy. $12, $13, $17, $18, $19. Wow, it's just going fast. $20. It's staying at 20, 21 from Phil. 22. Phil's into 23. He's going back and forth. 24. He's saying you're not going to take him that easy. 25. Here we go. 26. I think some of these guys are just running the other guy up. 27, 29, 28. Let's go. 28. 29 for Rafi Bomb. 30 from Phil. 31 for Rafi. It seemed to slow down now. Now 31 is too much. Whoever this guy is. Let's see who Rafi ends up with. And 2. Oh, no. Phil throws another pick in. He's just like, no, you're not taking my guy. $32 from Phil. And sold. Devontae Smith is who he ends up with. Devontae Smith. Nice. Yeah. Oh, so he must have put him up for auction, lost it, and I think he gets to put up the next guy at $1. So this is starting the next bid here. I'm kind of getting the flow of what's going on here. So we can figure that out. I already did the field goal scoring. It was, I think it has to do with what players we could put in IR. Because I think some of the players that we were putting in IR weren't really injured or not playing at the time. So it just has to be for actual people that are playing or versus somebody's out for long term. I forgot what it was. There was something else, Anthony, that we got to fix in that league. I'm not drinking tonight. Unfortunately, my blood sugar's down. We can see what these guys are doing. Go back in here. I'm going to check on this other draft. We're almost done over here. These guys are getting down to the last two guys. This is a regular draft. This is a 3 wide receiver, two running backs, 2 flex, single QB draft that's going on here. You can see the teams here. Everybody's, waiting on QB if you can, and then it's kind of like the floodgates open. You can see the flows of where some of the QBs are going down late, and they just getting positional players up high, like NYC Joker going Collins, Neighbors, Cook, Tedero McMillan, Pollard, Calvin Ridley, Cooper Kupp, Quinshawn Junkins. I think he's got cleared on his whole situation there. He didn't even get any charges. Who knows? Maybe he might still get some kind of suspension later on. But I don't think he's practicing even yet. I remember reading something about that. So this draft is going well, and but let's see what's going on. Let's get back to this bidding war here. Oh, this guy's interesting. This is a $39 guy, $40. Here we go. $40 for Phil. You got 6 seconds left. 5. 41 from NYG. 42 from Adam C. 43. 44. This must be a good guy. This is the most expensive guy I've seen bid up yet. 44 from Phil. 4, 3. Oh, 45 from Adam. Is it worth 46? Can we see a 46? There we go. Phil goes 46. He's not scared. He wants this guy. Justin Herbert, he must be a second QB or something. 47. Yeah, because this is a super flex league, as you can say. So these QBs probably went pretty high. And sold. What did he get? Sam Laporta? I didn't even see. It was Sam Laporta. I don't even think he's paying that much for Cam Ward or something like that. Well, I noticed this is the only guy right here. He's already got 3 QBs in the bank. Baker Mayfield, T-Law, Kyler Murray. And we're back up to 16 already. Jeez, these guys are going fast. There's a LOL, okay, I fixed it. What'd you fix? It was Josh Jacobs. I'm not sure what he's fixing. What's he fixing on? So Jacobs is in this draft, I believe. What's your team name, Jacob? I don't see you. I don't make the correlation right off the bat here as to the names. Everybody, 21. We're getting, so we got 22. These guys are filling this thing up quick. 26. So I can see how this is fun. I can see. I would have to do a lot of mock drafting for this kind of type thing. And shoot, you'd have to set up a whole board for these kind of things. 27, 28, 29. They're just going back and forth. I'd wait till the last second, then throw that last little bit in. There, 30. 30 it is. 30. There you go, Kendall. That's what I was saying. Last second. Who's Kendall going to get? Oh, nope. Almost taking it back. $31. Get it, Kendall. Don't be scared. Spend some of that money. All kinds of money over there. Oh, J.J. McCarthy. I did see he dropped that guy in. That's his third QB. That's interesting. So, again, what do you guys think? We got some guys watching live here. Let's get some likes going. Let's get some sharing going. I first time I'm looking at these live drafts out from the outside, kind of taking a look at what's going on. It's very interesting to see an auction draft. You can see the bidding happening pretty fast and furious. I mean, there's 10 seconds in between bids. That's how long it takes before you decide to get your bid in. If not, you're losing your player. Player's gone. We're up to $26 here. I wish I knew what player they were bidding on before it actually drops into the queue. That's the only thing that's missing on what we're presenting here. But we're up to $27 sold. And that was Xavier Worthy, I believe. That's who dropped in his team roster. I like that guy. I have him in my Dynasty League. Hope for good things for him this year. Rashi Rice being back should open up some lanes for him as well. $15, $16, $17. I think they also wait. There's some strategy as to who you nominate. When you nominate them, kind of wait. If you want to get a certain guy, you kind of want to wait some other people to spend their money so you can get your guy a little bit cheaper. Kind of wait for the end, I understand. And you got to want to hoard your money as much as you can, but you can't wait too long or else all the good players will be gone. It's going back over here, $21. $21 going once. That's twice. Sold. Mike Evans for $21. There you go. Wish I knew who these guys are going with, though. What are you guys' thoughts on these things? Let's get some comments going here. You got 11 guys watching. Maybe you just like me to shut up and actually watch the board happen here. uh, These guys are sending messages over here, and I got to keep up with these things. It's the OG listener lead. So, hey, puppies, a nice human being. These guys are funny. I'm restarting my leagues this year. I've had to readjust the draft date a couple times. Let's see. Oh, Jackson Dart, I believe he got. Jackson Dart just went off the board to Rafi Bomb. We got another bid going in, $1. Always starts at $1. I would almost shoot up to $5 right off the bat. There you go, Adam. See, get up to $5. Stop doing the penny pinching. These guys got to start getting in there. And let's check on this mock draft tournament. That mock draft is over. These guys, it's 6:34. They started at 6. They don't take much, about a half hour for these guys. They're fast. They know what they're doing. They know who they're looking for. And if you guys are looking to draft with us, please join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. You could get in on one of our mock drafts. If you win our mock draft, you can move forward to our finals and then semifinals and the finals. The finals, basically, you play out the team for the season, and we do have a cash prize of $50 for those mock draft tournaments. So please join us on our Discord and check that out. So that draft's over. Let's go back over here to the auction draft. Just kind of give you guys a little bit of what's going on here. That's $3, $4, $5. Yeah. I wish I knew who was getting drafted though. I wasn't ready. I wasn't getting all too prepared here. I didn't have too much content ready. I was just kind of going to go do the mock draft, but these guys are suggesting we should do this live auction draft because they're in it. There's a couple of the guys that are part of this live auction draft, so that's good to see everybody there. I'm gonna correct this Wednesday link here. All right, we got at $2, $3. Let's go. Another guy's coming up the board here. $12. I think he got Sam Darnold a second ago here. $13, $14. Up to 15. It's going fast. It's not a high dollar guy. It's kind of pausing right here. $16, $17. Whoa, never mind. 20, 21. And we get up to 20, 30, 24, 25. It's slowing down now. 25 it is, I think. 25 is the sell price. This is the Rafi Bomb. Throw it up. Kendall getting in there. $28 now for Rafi Bomb. Kendall getting in there. 29. Rafi wants it at 30. 31 it is for Kendall. 3, 2. $33 from Rafi. That's what you got to do, man. You got to wait a little while. Let the guy sweat it out. It's $33 going once, twice. That's it. We got JMO. These guys dropped in so fast. You got to keep track of who these guys already have. Got to keep track of these league settings and things that are going on here. Let me go pull up some injury news and notes then here while we check out this live draft going on. Interesting. Wide receiver got Sky Moore traded to the 49ers. Let's see if there's anything else worth noting here. John Brown Brace traded to the Jets. There's a lot of trades going on. DeMarcus Robinson got suspended for 3 days. 3 games. Kyle Shanahan revealed 49ers wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson. I didn't even know he was over there. Shadur Sanders was limited in practice Wednesday, but he's not even starting right now anyway, so no worries on that. And the continuing saga here for Brian Robinson Jr. excused from practice Wednesday. The Washington Commanders running back Brian Robinson Jr. is expected to be on the trade back ahead of the season opener. Was excused on practice Wednesday, August 20th. So a lot of our guys, especially our draft that we recently just had, they're going after, the guy that's basically going to be the next man up. And I want to go see if I could pull up the draft results on that. So I could kind of give you. No, it doesn't show me the draft. I gotta be able to find those here. Some of the guys that we've been looking at, aside from Brian Robinson here for the team. Another guy that stole it from me was Mike. Classic Mike here. Yeah, so the one that's shooting up this the draft boards here is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So if you're thinking about drafting Brian Robinson Jr., you can still draft him. He'll probably end up on the team. He's getting traded out of there. Not sure what the situation is and why they don't want him anymore. He's a decent player. But right now, I know they still have Austin Eckler in there. Austin Eckler's now being listed as the RB1. Brian Robinson Jr. is listed RB2, but Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt shooting up the charts as probably the incumbent that's going to be taken over, as well as Chris Rodriguez. Some people are also taking shots at Chris Rodriguez. So if you want to take a shots at a mixed backfield over there with the Washington Commanders, should be a team in contention this year. So somebody worthwhile to take a look at and see what we got going on with them. I also was looking at Kyle Minogue. I can't forget to say how his name. He's over in Chicago, another rookie to be taken a look at. So those are some guys that I've been looking at, trying to keep an eye at. Suppose Harris over there and the Chargers wide receiver. But there's a battle going on. So I actually picked up 2 of them. I didn't mind. I wanted to see who would pan out better. Not that I would run 2 of the same wide receivers on the same team, but he's an easy add drop for me, especially being Ricky. I don't mind add dropping rookies. You know how it is. Who you start with is not who you end up in the end of the season anyways. You maybe keep 5-6 guys. It's $35 here, going once, going twice, $37. Keeping it up here for the bids that are going on here. So yeah, it's $37 for Graham Stroker. I like the name, Dracula over here. $39. Yeah, no, $40. Oh, it's an interesting player. I wonder who goes here. $41. It's got to be a QB because he's only got one QB. He's making him pay. Rafi's value. Oh, you want a QB? You're going to have to pay. I don't know what Adam C. He's going no QB. Who's left at QB? $43. Dak Prescott went for $43. Sold. Yeah, I'm not sure what Adam C's waiting on. I mean, we got Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts here, Herbert, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Lamar, Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, Josh Allen, Drake May, starters C.J. Stroud, Baker Mayfield, Penix, C.J. Ward, Goff, McCaffrey, T-Log. Dak just went off the board. Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jackson Dart, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold. I'm not sure who Adam C is going to end up with. You know what I mean? It is a super flex league. I think he missed the boat on some of these quarterbacks. You got there he goes. We got Bryce Young. You just got sold on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable starting Bryce Young. Quinshawn Johnson. You got McCaffrey. You must have paid a pretty penny for McCaffrey. He's got Harris, as I was just mentioning right now. I like this guy, Trey Harris. Malik Neighbors, Rome Odunze, Bijan, and Derrick Henry. Oh, so he spent all his money on running backs. I see that now. Christian McCaffrey, Bijan, and Derrick Henry. He's got 3 of the top 5 running backs on his roster. So he's going running back heavy. I'm not sure that's going to be a good idea. This must be 4-point per passing touchdown because he's just leaving those quarterbacks till the last second here, last minute. 29-30. What do you guys think about that draft right here that Adam C's got going on? Just barely picked up Bryce Young. His first QB there. $32, $33. We're going 34. That's some fast bidding going on. 35. Do you just have to click a button and just bid in on the next one? 35. Let's see who Kendall's getting. 36. Some Walker. Kenneth Walker. Nice RB choice. $36. I'm curious. I wish I was in here in the beginning just to see how he spent, how much money he spent on CMC, Bijan, and Derrick Henry. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of money being spent right there. We got 18 viewers here today. You guys got any questions, any comments you want to throw on Q&A? This is a pretty interesting draft that's going on here. I do have to stay on the other screen just to be able to see the numbers correctly for me to be able to see these here. We got $11 bid right now so far. It looks like he's going to get somebody. Nope, $12 right at the last second there. 13, he wasn't ready. He wasn't afraid. Let me just get my guy back. Sold. MYG guy just started his guy at $8. Didn't even bother with the dollar bid. That's what I'm talking about. Why you start at $1 anyways? Right? I'd be scared. $16, 17, 18, 19. He's bouncing around with all these guys. 20. 20. 21 from trade. 22. Justafari looks like he wants it. 22. Oh, 23. Trey. Trey's like, I'm not done with them. You need to pay up a little bit more. 24, bro. Bro, chill. You weren't even in this race. He comes in at 24 right at the last minute. He's like, no, it's Kendall. Kendall wants some of the action. He's in at 25. No, bro's coming back at 26. I want to see. It's interesting. See who these guys are actually. That's the unfortunate part. We don't get to see who they put up for bid. 27. $28. They do say these drafts do take about a 3-hour average time. So you do have to put up some time. $28 it is. 29. 29. Oh, I thought this thing was about to be sold. Let me turn on the audio again. See what happens. 30. Get some of that ticking going here. Get some time running down. $31 for Kendall. $32 from Bro. Kendall's almost out of money though. You got $75 max limit. 95 to hold his total. Bro took him. Bro just taking these guys. There's $6, $7, $8 here from MYG, 9. I like these guys that let these guys battle it out, and they're like, okay, I need to get in there. That's actually my guy. Like Rafi just did right there, last second, getting in there for $11. 12. 12 it is. Adam C still got surprisingly quite a bit of money left at 127. I'm not sure what Kendall spent his money on. Seemed like he got bid up on some people's. But Geno Smith, I believe. Adam, you got to get in on these quarterbacks, man. You need at least one more quarterback. I mean, if you want to just go with like a positional player, I suppose that's what you're doing, but maybe just go zero QB. Not sure if you're going to win this league that way, but. Adam, let's see if he gets another QB at $22. Justin Fields for $22. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would be my play, but hey, he's got money. $10 here. $22 here for bro. $23 in MYG. Sold. NYG guy. And sorry, I wasn't paying attention enough as to who he had left. Gotta do a better job of announcing these guys, who they're bidding on here. They're starting up at $1 again. Here we go. $2. $11, $12. $13 for Trey. Yeah, I'll be possibly streaming another home leagues here. I'm going to have one on the 25th here of the month coming up next Monday. So I'll be doing that one. TJ Hawkinson right there. I've seen that one drop in. $3, $4, $7. Matthew Golden just went right there. I seen him drop into the Kendall's roster. $13. Here we go. Sorry, guys, got some other stuff going on in the background over here. $15. Sold. Jordan Addison for $15 on that suspension. $20. What do you get for $20? Is it Chuba? Did he already have Chuba? It was Antonio Brown. Arthur Juan. NYG guy going for it. Phil. Adam. Kendall. At $9, $10. How come you guys don't start higher? There's a lot of going back and forth about this stuff. I guess you don't want to start too high, and then next you know you buy it at that amount. But I think at $5 is good number. Yeah, you gotta be paying attention to the screen here when somebody drops in. It's like it happens so fast, you don't get to see it. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. We got the draft going. Like I said, I didn't come up with too much content today. We just wanted to kind of show you the draft that was happening here, the live draft. More news, Lamar Jackson exits practice early Wednesday. So you got to keep an eye on him with apparent hand and wrist injury on a hit. So keep an eye on that. Let's see. Trying to look at Tyreek Hill oblique, not practicing Wednesday. The Saints quarterback competition still undecided. Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shue are still competing for the Saints starting quarterback. I see Spencer Rattler the other day. Looked pretty decent. Not too bad. But it's probably going to Tyler Shue. Who else I was watching? And they have their QB was pumped. It was ready to go. So, sometimes you got to wait on the QB, see what happens. Adam C spending $7 on somebody. Who's he gonna get? Oh, nope, got robbed by bro. Bro's like, no, not today. That's my guy. Bro got Matthew Stafford pretty cheap. Adam C's just waiting. He don't mind having these quarterbacks, not having quarterbacks. I'm not sure what the strategy is there. I just don't get it. $25 here. 26 to Kendall. Kendall's team's almost filled out. Got some bench players to go, but this starting lineup's nice. You got Drake May, Ryan Hampton, Caleb Johnson, BTJ, Xavier Worthy, Matthew Golden, Tucker Kraft, Ken Walker, Patrick Mahomes, and Sam Darnold. He's at $31 for somebody now. He's spending a lot of his money left because he only got $52. Rafi Bomb's getting in on it for $32. This should be a good player. $33. Kendall says, I want him more. Give him to me. Oh, he almost had him right there at the last second. He got a $34 bid in. That's a max that Kendall can bid. I do believe that was RJ Harvey he ended up with. I do have him in the Dynasty. Good player. We're looking forward to having him this year. $17 now. What we have with these guys here? $17. I do believe you got Chris Olave right there. All right. Well, we're an hour into this thing. I think you guys get the gist. Not too many guys commenting on here tonight. Just Anthony coming in. Unfortunately, I didn't have too much content ready for you guys here. But, we'll be back later on this week, getting some things in. And this draft's continuing. On that note, not to cut it short tonight, but it is an hour in. Again, like as I mentioned, please, give a like, subscribe. Let's get some better content going here. Unfortunately, I wasn't here with anybody Didn't want to go over too much of the players that were going on here. They got some good drafting happening in this live auction mock draft here. Live auction draft. Not a mock this time. This is the actual league they're going to be playing out here. And you can see the bidding happening. But I do got to get going. I only had time for an hour today. And I appreciate you guys being here. Please do check out the rest of the shows. We'll be here Friday, I know, for the semifinals on week 3 here of our mock draft tournament. Check us out on Discord. Join our Discord. You can get in on the mock draft tournaments there. Maybe if you do well enough, you could join us in a league yourself as one of the listener leagues. We're going to have to give out some spots here pretty soon. Anyways, please check us out. Give us a like, follow, subscribe. I got to do the outro here. I was just not ready for the intro or the outro on this one, but yeah. Look forward to hear from you guys. I'll let this keep playing out. Let these guys finish up their draft here. It's getting pretty full. I understand Adam C's thinking there. And Phil, you need to get another QB, man. I just noticed Phil's only 1 QB as well. Even Adam ended up with 2 QB so far. They can't have too many guys left. I'm not sure what the saving the money is for when you're going to bust that nut, but maybe there's some guys on there that I don't know that are available left that you want, your dibs on. But at some point, you got to spend that money. Can't go home with it. There we go. We've got somebody else here. Got Camara on that one. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Check us out again Friday. I'll see you then.
Marking nothing, but I tune in every Friday. Strategies provided, I will lock in every way. So go and roll your sleeves up. Yeah, go and roll your sleeves up.
Didn't even end.